In today's episode, I will show you how to control your car wirelessly using your Android cell phone. In this episode, you will learn how to protect your car from being stolen. This project is based on 80 Mega 328 microcontroller, the same microcontroller which is used in Arduino and HC05 or HC06 Bluetooth module. I named this project as Bluematic Car, a car that can be controlled using an Android cell phone and Bluetooth. This tutorial will cover number 1 features, number 2 Bluetooth module HC05 or HC06 pin code or password setting for increased security, number 3 changing the name of the Bluetooth module, number 4 circuit diagram, number 5 printed circuit board PCB explanation, number 6 programming, and finally number 7 testing. Let's get started. Bluematic Car is an app designed for the security of your car. Bluematic Car allows you to operate your car without even touching it. It has a number of features including anti-theft, ignition and doors unlocking. In case you forget your keys inside the car or you lose your keys while the car is locked, do not panic. Take out your cell phone and using your cell phone you can unlock the doors. By enabling the anti-theft function, nobody can start your car even if he has a key to do so. If you suspect anyone near your car, you can horn to scare the people away. Even if someone removes the battery terminals, the car won't reset. That's how efficiently the anti-theft function works. Let's start with the Bluetooth settings. So the Bluetooth module that you can see on the screen is actually HC05. Well, it doesn't matter whether you are using HC06 or HC05, the basic function of both the modules is same. There is only a little bit difference in the 80 commands, which I will show you once we will doing the Bluetooth settings. So as you can see on the screen, the upper pin is the state, RxD, TXT, ground, and the VCC, and the last one is the wake up pin. So in the first part we will be using the RxD, TXT, ground, VCC, and the wake up pin. So the wake up pin will be used for entering the Bluetooth module into the AD command, so which I will tell you when we will be doing the interfacing with the Arduino program. I will tell you how you can actually change the name of the Bluetooth module and how you can change the pairing code of the Bluetooth module. You can also use a default pin code, but in order to increase the security so that nobody else can connect with your Bluetooth module. So for that purpose, I will tell you how you can change the pairing code of this particular module. So once we are done with the name setting and the pairing code, then we will use the cell phone to check whether the name is changed or not. So for that you will be needing an Android cell phone. First part, we need a cell phone and then a Bluetooth module and then Arduino Uno and a cable. So before you start the connections, first connect the Arduino and open a basic sketch which consists of only the white setup and white loop functions, and upload this. Now click the upload, and now as you can see here, now this sketch is uploaded. And now let's start the connections. Connect the VCC with a 5 and this one with the ground. Orange is the RxD pin, so connect this with the Rx pin and the TX with the TX. And this is one extra wire which is connected with the 5 volt. As I told you that when we will be turning on the Bluetooth module, at that time we will connect this 5 volt with the wake up pin. So when we start the Arduino, it will enter into the AT command mode. So first, I'm not connecting this module, and let's check what happens if I just connect this. As you can see, the Bluetooth module is blinking fast and it's not in the AT command mode. So before you on the Arduino, First you will have to connect the 5-volt wire with the wake up pin. So just hold it like this, and now just hold it for a second and then remove. Now as you can see, it's blinking slow, so it means that now it's ready. It's in the 80 commands mode. Now let's open the serial monitor. So now let's check whether 80 commands work or not. So write 80. Yeah, it's working. 80, as you can see. Okay, now if you're using HC06, then you will have to enter the 80 plus pin 1 2 3 4. This is the format. So you will just write 80 plus pin and then the pin code which you want to set. Like for example, it can be any 4-digit number. And device name can be set through this command, 80 plus name, and then directly write the name that you wanna write. But as I'm using HC05, so we will be using these commands. Now before you start the 80 commands, you will have to do some settings. As you can see, the baud rate, which I have selected over here, 38400, and also select the NL and CR, which you have already selected. Now to find the pin code, enter 80 plus PSWD. So just write this, 80 plus PSWD. Now the current pin code is 1234, and if I want to change the number, so how will do that? 80 plus PSWD is equal to any number, so like 80 plus PSWD is equal to, and this time I want to keep it 4321. It's the reverse one, and you can see that's okay. And now let's check 80 plus PSWD, and now you can see it's changed to 4321. And now let's change the name. For changing the name, this is the command. So just write 80 plus name equal to electronic clinic, and okay. So now let's connect this with cell phone. Close this, and okay, now restart it, reset the microcontroller, disconnect the Bluetooth module by removing the 5-volt wire, and now connect. So now it's blinking fast, it's not in the 80 command mode. Now here's a cell phone, and open the Bluetooth, and let's search for this Bluetooth device. So now as you can see, its name is changed to electronic clinic, and now I just click on this, and now it's asking for the pairing code. Enter the pairing code, which is 4321, and click OK. So my friends, this is how we can set the name and the pairing codes. So my friends, this is the circuit diagram of the Bluetooth based car control system, which I named as the Bluematic car. This schematic is designed in Eagle 6.3.0 professional version, which you can easily find on internet, and you can easily create this version of the GetSoft Eagle. So if you want to learn how to make schematics and how to make PCBs in GetSoft Eagle, then you can simply watch my tutorials. I have so many tutorials on PCB designing. So let's start with this circuit. The circuit is really easy, and so first of all, let's start with the power supply section. So as this circuit will be used in cars, so we will actually power this up using the car battery. So the battery positive terminal will be connected with the input of the LM7805, which is a 5-volt voltage regulator, and the ground wire will be connected with its ground. The battery 12 volts will also be used to control the relays. As you can see over here, we are connecting 12 volts over here as well. So as we are, the relays we are using are 12 volt relays of the type SPDT. So over here you can see the input wire is connected with the input of the 7805 and the ground is connected with the ground of the 7805. If you want to learn how to make regulated power supply using 7805, then you can watch my tutorials on that. And at the output of the 7805 we have connected a 10 microfarad capacitor, and then a 330 ohm resistor is connected in series with an LED, as it's a 2.5 volt LED. So if we connect this directly with the 7805 voltage regulator, it will damage the LED. So we will be using this resistor in series, so that the excess voltage will be dropped across this resistor and won't damage the LED. Now the rest of the circuit is also easy, as over here we are using two capacitors, 22 picofarad capacitor each, and a 16 megahertz crystal, which are connected with the crystal pins of the 80 mega 328 microcontroller. Actually, you can also use Arduino Uno, but just to reduce the size of the board, so that's why I'm not using the Arduino board in this project, but I'm using the 80 mega 328 microcontroller. So if you want, you can also use the Arduino Uno. So that way you won't be needing any soldering. And so now the 5 volts of the 80 mega 328 will be connected with the output of the 7805 voltage regulator, and also the ground will be connected. And over here you can see we have a Bluetooth module. So the TX of the Bluetooth module will be connected with the RX of the 80 mega 328 microcontroller, and similarly the RX of the Bluetooth module will be connected with the TX of the Arduino of the 80 mega 328 microcontroller, and similarly the ground and 5 volts will be connected. So we will power this up using that 7805 voltage regulator. Okay, so now over here you can see I have a very detailed tutorial on relay driver circuit design calculation. So if you want to learn and very detailed that how this transistor is selected and why we are using this 10K resistor, and how we find the coil resistance, so do watch that tutorial. Actually, I can't discuss all details over here in one video, because due to the time of the tutorial, as it's already a very long tutorial. So but let me tell you that over here you can see that this is an SPDT type relay, 12 volt. It needs 12 volt, and you can see one side of the relay coil is connected with the collector of the 2x222 transistor, and the emitter is connected with the ground, and the base is connected with the 10K resistor. So as we know that it's a BJT bipolar junction transistor, and it's a current control device. So for limiting the current, we are using this 10K resistor, and this is connected with the pin number 5. So all the relays are connected with pin number 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. Actually, we are using 7 relays, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so the designing of this driver circuit or this one relay is entirely same. All the circuits are exactly 100% same. And over here we are using a diode which is connected in a reverse bias. As you can see, the 12 volt is connected with a cathode, and the other side is connected with an anode, and this is 1 in 4001 or 4. You can use any diode over here. It's a freewheeling diode for a back EMF protection. And now later in the programming I will tell you which relay will be used for which purpose. Like for example, I can use this relay for the car switch on, or for the ignition, or for the door opening. So later we will assign functions to these relay, that which relay will be used for which purpose. So this was about the schematic, which is really easy, and I will provide a link in the description. You can download the schematic from my blogger page. So that's it. It's really easy. And now we will discuss the PCB. So my friends, this is the PCB design which I designed in Ksoft Eagle. The design process is very simple. A few days back I posted a tutorial on how to make your own 80 mega 328 board, or how to make your own Arduino board. So watch that tutorial. In that tutorial I I discussed in detail how to connect a crystal and how to connect these capacitors and this voltage regulator and the LED and the resistor. So do watch that tutorial because that will really help you in designing this portion. Okay, then the rest of the connections are very easy, as I have already discussed in the circuit diagram. So once you are done with the PCB designing, then actually you take your design, PCB design, and give it to a person who do the etching process, who are expert in etching process. So you just give them, and on this side you can see I got these circuits like with all the information printed on the top, and the bottom side you can see there's a color. Well, if you look at this prototype model, you can see now the copper wires are like damaged due to rusting. So, well, actually it's a prototype model and this is the actual one. So you can see this green color is applied, so the copper wires are not damaged, so it works for years and years. And over here you can see name, which is the Blue Magic car. Okay, so do watch my tutorials on soldering. I have done soldering in so many tutorials that will really help you. So, and over here in some of the modules I already did the soldering, so only the Bluetooth module is missing, and over here we have the jumper wires, and these are the same jumper wires which I used over here, as you can see. So friends, this is the code written for the Bluetooth based car control system, and let's start with the hash include software serial .h. .h means that it's a header file, and the hash include means that it's a preprocessor directive. So if you want to use multiple serial ports, then you will need this software serial .h. On the second line you can see that I'm using software serial blue and 01, and you know that the Arduino has a built-in serial port which is on pin number 0 and pin number 1. So now the question is, if I'm using the Arduino serial port, then why I'm using the software serial library? Well, actually, my friends, in my product I connected the Bluetooth module with pin 0 and 1 of the Arduino Uno, but for the tutorial purposes I added the software serial.h. So if you guys wanna give it a try on a breadboard or on a project board, so then you can simply change these numbers, like you can use pin number 2 and pin number 3, but as I'm using the Arduino default serial port, so I will use this one. So if you want, you can change these numbers. Now long integer data, now this is a variable of type integer, and when I will be pressing a button on the Android application, so then I will send a long number from there, and that will be stored in data variable. Now this is integer relay 1 equals to 5, and this relay number 5 will be used for the car switch on. For example, when you, before the ignition, first of all you turn on the switch and then you apply the ignition. So first of all you will need to turn on the switch, and then after that you can turn on your engine. So relay number 5 will be used for the car switch on, and the name is relay 1. So if you want, you can change its name, like instead of the relay 1 you can use switch relay 1 or CR relay. So it has some rules, like the no numbers are allowed in the beginning of the variable name, no spaces are allowed, and you can give it any name. And then there are passwords. So long integer password 1, so the password 1 will be used for the switch on, and the password 2 will be used for the switch off. So as you can see, it's a long number, and I think nobody can hack this, like as this product will be installed in the car dashboard, and nobody will have access to this one. And even if you want to hack, you have an idea maybe that how many of combinations are there. So I think it's pretty secure. Now the relay 5, the relay 2, which is on pin number 6, is connected for the engine on, and this will turn on the switch for a few seconds to turn on the engine. After the engine starts, the switch is released again. So this is the password 3, engine self on, and this will be used for the turn off. And then is relay 3 for the door opening, and this is the password, and relay 4 will be used for the door closing. And then to turn on the AC, then the relay 5 is on pin number 9 to turn on the AC and to turn off the AC. So I'm using different passwords. And for the horn, I'm using it's relay 6, which is on pin number 10, and this password will be used. And parking lights are anti-theft. So currently I'm not using the parking lights, but instead I'm using the anti-theft. So when you turn on this relay, your car is in the protection mode. So even if someone has the keys, he won't be able to turn on the car, as it will disconnect the supply. It will disconnect everything. So your car will be like dead. So the character state is not used. Okay, then now the white setup. So as you know, my friends, that every Mega in Arduino program has at least 2 functions, and those 2 functions are the white setup and the white loop. And as you know, when the microcontroller is turned on, the white setup executes only one time. And over here we have to tell the controller that which device is input and which device is output. So as we are using relays for controlling, so all the relays are used as output. So that's why pin mode relay 1 output, and all the relays are just used in same way and output, and then all the relays are off by default. And in case if the power from the battery is disconnected and then connected again, then the horn will on and off a few times. For example, there is someone who wants to steal your car, and he tries by removing the car battery terminals. So like he might be thinking that if the car is resetted, maybe the security can be broken. But the time when he removes the terminal and then connects again, then the horn will activate. So it will on for 1 second, then off, on off, so which will like an indication to the owner that somebody is trying to steal, or somebody is playing with the battery, and the car will automatically enter into the anti-theft protection mode. So then serial.begin 9600, that is if in case you want to monitor on the serial port that what's happening when you do the programming. Then blue.begin 9600, so we are doing communication with the Bluetooth at a baud rate of 9600. And then white loop. So this is the function which runs infinite time. So while blue dot available equals to 0, then stay over here. You can see over here I'm using a semicolon, which is terminator, and tells the compiler the instruction is completed. Now this line means that if there is no data received from the Android application, if the Bluetooth device hasn't received any data, then just wait over here until the Bluetooth module receives something. So the time when it receives something, if blue dot available greater than 0, it means if the Bluetooth module has received something. If the Arduino has received something, then what to do? Data equals to blue dot parse integer. Then the parse integer function, what does it actually returns? The first weighted long integer number from the serial buffer. Characters that are not integer or the minus signs are skipped. It will take only those integer numbers. So and those that number will be stored in the data. So if data equals password, then we are using only the if conditions, and we are checking that which number we have received. If this is password 1, it means the relay 1 is high, that is the switch is on, and then after that, if it's password 2, it means relay off, and so on. Then there are only the if conditions. So it's really very simple. I will provide a link in the description. From there you can download this code, give it a try. I have been using this project, I have been using this module in my car for the last 2 years, and it's working perfectly, and still I'm able to protect my car from theft. I can turn on my anti-theft, and I can open and or close the doors. So no matter if you forget your keys inside your car, you have the Android application, just open that, click the button, and opens the door. So it's really very cool. You can turn on your AC when you approach the car, so you can just turn, you can open the doors, and if you want you can also add so many other functionalities. So I recommend you should give it a try. If you have any question regarding this project, let me know in the comment. If you need the Android application, if you need this code, if you need some changes, so just let me know in a comment, and I'm always here to help you guys. And now it's time to upload the code into the ATmega 328 microcontroller. You can see over here I have an Arduino Uno board. It has no ATmega 328 microcontroller. So over here you can see I have two of these, and I have already burned the bootloader into the ATmega 328 microcontroller. So now I will upload this code. So what I will do is just simply okay, so now the board has the ATmega 328 microcontroller with the bootloader already burnt, and now it's time to connect it with a laptop. So now you can see it's connected, and now let's check the board. Board is selected and it's on COM5, and I'll click the upload. And now you can see program is uploaded, and now disconnect the Arduino, and now remove the ATmega 328 microcontroller. Now we can use this, and so this is the north side, and okay, so now it's there, and now let's connect this and check. So my friends, now you can see a 12 volt is connected over here, and you can see over here we have a direct volt, so it doesn't matter if you connect the wires in the wrong way, it won't damage the microcontroller. Then you can change the wires. So as you can see, currently the Bluetooth module is blinking at a high rate, so it means that currently this Bluetooth module is not connected with any Android cell phone. So this is the Android cell phone, and this is the application. Just open this, and it's asking for the enter name and password. So currently the name is the admin, and password is FGRTY, and then click on the login. So now search for the pair devices, and now over here select the pneumatic car and connect. So now you can see my cell phone is now connected with the Bluetooth module, and now you can see it's pretty constant. So now let's turn on the switch, and you can hear the tick sound and close. So let me turn on the switch, and over here you can also see the feedback. The switch is on, and now for the engine on, and this is for off, and this can be used to open the doors, close, and now this is for the AC on, AC close. And if I press this button at this time, it won't work. Why? Because the anti-theft system is already activated, it's already on. So if I press this, now it's off, on, and this one is for the horn. So my friends, I hope you like today's episode. Like and share my videos with your friends, and see you in next episode. Thanks for watching.